And I wanted to take a moment to say welcome to everyone and thank you so much for supporting KidSafe and learning everything that it has to offer to kids like myself. My name is Galina Carson, and I'm standing in front of you because of KidSafe and people like you. I came from Karaganda, Kazakhstan to the United States through the KidSafe Summer Miracles program back in 2003. And when I was just 3 years old, my biological dad died from drugs, and my biological mom was an abusive alcoholic and a prostitute. So I didn't really have much other choice than to basically follow down that path if I hadn't found this other, well, I didn't find it, it found me, this other option. And my early years were spent in dangerous and unhealthy conditions, and I often had to steal food from restaurants, stores, and I dumpster dived for it as well. When I was 6 years old, I was taken to a children's shelter after being found alone at a market at the end of a day, and I was later, like about a year later, I was transferred to an orphanage. At the orphanage, there was no room for exploration, creativity, or independent growth. We had nothing to call our own. We shared everything, and if we did have something, it was stolen or taken away. We didn't have friends because you just didn't trust anyone, and you competed with everyone at all times for the attention of the caretakers, and it was definitely an unstable and unpredictable environment where people would tell you what's right and what's wrong, but they wouldn't tell you why. They would tell you to go to bed, but they don't read a story to you, they don't say a prayer with you, where you had no one to share your hopes and dreams with, or much less felt like you had the right to have them. And it was abusive. It was something that no kid should live in that environment, and especially because when there are other options. As you learn, by the end of this brunch, KidSafe believes that every child deserves to have a family and works to make that reality for kids all around the world. When I was 9 years old, I was considered unadoptable because the reality is everyone wants babies. They want someone that they can raise from the very beginning, but then that leaves a lot of kids missing out on the opportunity to have a family and have a house or a home, and on that love that everyone else can get in families only because of our age. I was lucky enough to be chosen to participate in the KidSafe Summer Miracles program, and I came to the U.S. for a 6-week summer camp and was hosted by a couple who became my adoptive family, and my dad is here with us today. If you raise your hand. And if it were not for KidSafe and its supporters, I wouldn't be standing here in front of you today, and I definitely would not be living the life that I am. The first chapter of my life was without hopes and dreams, and the second chapter, I was part of a new family. I adapted to a new culture. I learned 2 new languages, English and Spanish, and I graduated in April from Pepperdine University. With a degree in business. And last summer, thanks to KidSafe and Galora, who's right here, I had the amazing opportunity to intern at Huffington Post in New York, and it's a great experience.
You already I know, I'm already crying. You okay?
And then today, And then today, I'm an associate strategist at Initiative, a media planning and buying company agency in LA. In Kazakhstan and other places in the world, kids don't know of love. They don't know. They have everyone who's ever let them down and disappoint them. They feel alone. They feel abandoned. They everything is temporary, and getting attached to people is really difficult because no one stays. And being adopted has changed my life. It has changed a lot of people's lives. Thank you to Kids